Shit, you hear
More
that?
Than Culture is the brand. This is the More Than Culture show.
I need one of them, bro. I have this one already. This one here by my in my trophy case next to my LSU championship shit.
Oh, thank
Man,
you,
shut your head. Are you serious? Boy? He's serious? Nah, he's dumb. He's funny, bro. Nah, he's hilarious.
Like that. He don't understand.
Bro, he didn't clean the gutters and put that hat on,
man.
but it's
and then
okay.
We gonna
It's
let Kamal
fire.
start the show again. All right.
One more.
Boom.
We on again. I hope you listening closely. We doing our own thing, but we doing this for the culture. Check out the topic. Don't be the subject. We keep it poppin'. You can be up next. We are more than culture. 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 We are more than culture. More than culture.
We gonna start the program.
More Than
again.
Culture is the brand. This is the More Than Culture show. Kamal the Secret James.
Hey, man, Reemo Rod.
Ronnie Jordan. And we
Tyler
got,
Chronicles still on the road.
Still on the road
we got
doing his
NUFACE
thing.
sitting in as the culture correspondent, the culture cousin. NUFACE got a YouTube coming, and we fucking with it, and we trying to get you over here, man, because ain't nobody signed
NUFACE.
the hottest, you know what I'm saying, culture free agent in the game. We got you here, man. You keep
NUFACE.
some artifacts. We got a legend in the building, NUFACE. Do you want to introduce him, or do you want
No,
me to
hell yeah, nah, fuck that. NUFACE.
NUFACE.
Do your shit, bro.
I need you
I'm
to.
gonna introduce him, but I need to stick to tradition, more than culture tradition, because it goes about who knew this man the longest.
Right,
So
You know them
I'm gonna
longest.
introduce him,
right.
but after I do, I wanna just know who knew him the longest.
Well, I met him at 85 the other week.
Oh,
But me and him got Bink. My boy Bink is his
Oh, yeah, shout out to Bink, man.
Bink is one of my OG partners that
Shout
I
out to
talk
Bink,
shit
man.
to every week, and they cool as hell. So I feel like I know him already. So,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Well, we got on the show more than culture. I want to welcome KLC.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
One time for
Clap it
KLC.
up for KLC.
Legend.
Bruh.
Legend.
I just got through crying off this nigga music.
Legend.
Ryan.
1/4 of beats by the pound.
Was 20. Well, it put it like this. It was 5 of us. Then it went to 4, now it's back to 5.
Oh,
Got it.
shit.
Okay. Beats by the Pound, legendary, no limit production
Legendary,
team.
bro.
They produced all the shit that y'all uncles got killed to in the 90s.
And we are the
early
uncles,
2000s.
oh man.
Sorry, guys.
Very,
it was
very,
jamming. I'm
very
sorry.
dark intro.
It was a dark intro, but I
Yeah.
love that music.
And it was some upbeat, bro. Y'all changed the whole game of production, bro. Like, it's no way that niggas could come out that fast
Y'all was coming out every month.
without a tank
We was
behind them,
buying
bro.
it and dubbing it, and we couldn't
What?
dub it fast enough.
What?
27 albums in
We
one
like,
year.
bro, I'm
What?
still recording your C Murder.
Nobody's ever.
That's how
done
that nigga got them selling his
It was
gold.
26.
26 albums in one
26
So,
in 1 year, G.
I know. So
They have it labeled as 23, but it's 26 because 2 of them that we did is not credited. But that's not even counting the songs that didn't make the album.
So I met you at 85. Shout out to 85 South. We all,
Oh, yeah.
when Carlos Miller stopped. Everybody was like, Ronnie Jordan, get his number. Y'all talk.
Shout out to
So
85,
shout out
bro.
to 85 South.
Sure.
But we met over there, and you told me off mic that a beat, like it was some songs that you didn't know would go. You know what I'm saying? And one of them was my favorite song. And why you ain't think it would go? Could you tell what song it was and why you ain't think it would go like that?
Was it Swamp Nigga?
Nigga, that's my shit.
Are you serious? You didn't think that was
Swamp
going
nigga.
Man,
rock, bro?
Bro, let me tell you something. When we was doing that shit, we did that. We did all that music without a thought. It was like we get up in there, into the start like this. You know how we just fucking around, and
Yeah.
motherfucker say some dumb shit, and that's how all of the songs, damn near, was created.
Right.
Nigga just say some shit funny like I always use this reference like we'll just be up in there talking, right? But they always had beats running. And they'd have a couple motherfuckers in the year, and niggas said, yeah, man, we went to the club, man, this bitch had come in her hair, she went to tell you, she had come in her hair. Come on, man, let's go record that shit.
Damn. Okay. Yeah.
She had gum in her hair.
That's kind of how
She
comedy
had
works.
gum
You
in her
just
hair.
kind of
Yeah.
shit
Freestyle
come
that
out of the
shit.
That's
sky, and
crazy.
then you build on the word. Like
Right.
I work backwards a lot of times, so I totally understand that
Totally
logic.
understand that.
So
But we didn't, man, look, we Beats by the Pound, nigga, we didn't have a life.
y'all was cranking them out. Master P was out here getting it.
Y'all gave us life though, ironically.
Nah,
Come on
facts,
now.
Gave
facts.
us
Talk
like
your
saying
shit.
something.
Let me tell you something, bro. See, just me seeing your reaction when you pulling all this shit out.
That's crazy.
I ain't get
bro.
we didn't get to see that.
Yeah.
Because
So people
we,
don't know.
See, all right, so that's real, bro. People got to understand that there is a it's a machine, right? it ain't just the people in front. It's the people like KLC.
But music start with the beat.
Man, bro, these niggas never got outside, bro. They was goddamn making hits.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
You told
Like,
me on your album cover that wasn't even your body.
On the one that was
what you mean?
on the one that was
Yeah.
the hits by the pound one.
Right, the one that was coming out.
Bro, you got more shit you ain't put on the table, bro. Stop pulling out shit, bro.
man.
Just put it
Look,
all
so
out
look,
right now,
you know
bro.
how they would shout out to the Mercedes cover that almost got Charlamagne fucked up.
Nah, for real, why you bullshitting? Master P wasn't
Master P
playing,
finna
bro.
whoop his ass
Go
on
to
that
Breakfast
motherfucker,
Club
boy.
right now. That
I
nigga was
love
not
Master
playing.
P still a fight, but I love to see an old black man that'll punch you in your shit.
Hey, for real though,
Hey,
we ain't even
we
gonna
not
continue.
doing that. We not
No, we not gonna do
disrespecting.
that.
She teach school and shit somewhere probably.
That nigga said,
Staying real on there is his face.
So you took it. So when because Pen and Pixel was legendary on the
it?
album covers.
And that one say,
That's my jewelry too, though.
"Hey, bro, that's when Photoshop was real. That's when Photoshop
It's
got
when
real.
they was the only ones who had Photoshop apparently.
Like
'Cause
all
they
that
was
shit could be
doing everybody.
T-shirts right now, bro.
So you went there, they took a picture snap, and they
I went up in there, probably had on a motherfucking ripped up ass shirt like I just came from cutting grass.
That's why they took it out, bro.
And it was like, I went up in there, he said, just sit down. He said, just hold your hand like this.
That's
so the
it.
dude
That's
on the picture got a
crazy.
suit on and everything else. You know, it's somebody right now
Got a
looking
whole
at that
suit on.
whole inside the cover like, you know, that's your daddy body right there. That's me. That ain't
That's
him.
a-
That's my
that's
body.
Hey,
That's
hey,
my
That's
jacket.
my jacket. That's what
That's
it is,
my
bro.
watch.
That's funny.
Right.
as
Nah,
hell.
that's he said it. That's the jury, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's his jury, but it was a dude who said, them my shoulders. That ain't his shoulders. I know
I
it
know
was.
one question I would love to ask is like my favorite part of opening up a No Limit album cover was the credits and seeing the albums that was coming soon.
Right.
Now, and they always say coming soon, and it was just like promises. Like, is there one project that they said was coming soon that never dropped? And in your head, you was like, damn, I wish they would have.
It's like 30 in that one right
Yeah.
there. Never came out.
Like this 504 Boys is probably the one I wanted to
Never
most.
dropped.
My fucking
movie
album,
came out.
Shit.
Ooh, talk your
Come
shit.
on,
Talk
man.
your shit. What's a KLC
What was,
album
on,
gonna
what was
be?
on it that made,
Yeah.
like, what was, talk about it. Talk about it.
They have some songs on there. Just looking at this motherfucker. A song with Snoop and Young Bleed.
That was crazy.
God. It was hard.
Oh my goodness.
You
Yo,
produced
man, listen. When No Limit got Snoop Dogg,
It was different.
it was different. We knew they was bigger than Cash Money, bro.
Bruh,
We were like,
when-
hey,
can
bro,
I
nah,
just
they
tell
got
you-
Snoop, my nigga. I don't give a fuck.
Then there was Mystical. Which came, Mystical or Snoop?
Mystical came first.
Mystical came first.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
yeah. Ooh, that was.
Oh,
Just,
Mystical. was-
Can I just tell you when I don't know what you was feeling when you put them goddamn bah, 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 on fuck them other niggas, but you got a lot of niggas fucked up in college when the Qs
That's the
finna
song that
make
I thought
they
I could
little
fight on.
stroll.
That's a fight. That's a fight.
When you
I thought I
hear
could
the
fight on that
first
song,
bah,
bro.
bah, 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 you either better have a girl in front of you, and you better clear the
Or
way
dress
because the
shoes.
Q Dog's about to go around the room.
Right.
Did you know the impact of that song? Like, when did you feel like the impact of that song?
I knew it was gonna be a hit, but I didn't think it was gonna be. I didn't think it was gonna last this long. Well, let's break like what? We're going on like 22, 23 years now.
Down for My Niggas came out of what, 98?
Man,
99.
99.
bro, that when a nigga was trying to graduate.
That
but
was
got
fresh. That
held
was
back.
exactly freshman year of college. And
there was somebody that said, "Call me when you got it hit." Can you explain to the guests who thought this probably wasn't gonna be?
Nah, I know like when we did this record, right? As a matter of fact, I was just in the studio chopping up samples. I get a call from this nigga.
C Murder.
That
Free
shit
C
ain't even
Murder right
open
now.
yet.
Nigga
You gotta send that to Mars, dog.
on TV talking shit. Have a beat ready. I'm on my way.
He said that on television. He gave you a shout
No,
out
no,
on
no,
TV.
Somebody was on TV. So he called while I was at the studio.
Got it.
Have a beat ready. Call Magic. I'm on my way.
R.I.P. Mr. Magic.
Damn, Mr. Magic.
So
Magic,
about the
rest in
time it took him to get off the phone to the studio, the beat was
Mr.
finished.
Magic Whitney.
How long was that?
About 15, 20 minutes.
You took that energy off the phone. You transferred that
What
shit
I heard,
to the beat.
what I heard from his voice,
Right.
when I heard his voice on the phone,
All right.
they got to the point like, okay,
It's over with.
All right, now,
somebody done pissed him off.
can I ask you a real question?
Yeah.
Can you play the trombone? Can you play like? Are you in the band?
I play snare.
Come on, man. You got to be a percussionist or something, bro. Like, how the fuck did you hear all this shit, bro? Because that's melodic, bro. I remember a band playing
No, just
that
the
shit
horns and touch
for
fuck them other
niggas to come out the goddamn tunnel to whoop ass, bruh.
Yeah, we down for my niggas is like a cultural thing by itself.
That band.
Bro, I used to come out that shit on church basketball and goddamn be really. No, fuck that shit. I was slapping backboard. Nigga, hey, you talking about, bro? We couldn't dunk.
Slapping
We couldn't
backboard.
dunk. That was rude.
Slapping the backboard. That thing motivated the streets, boy. 'Cause
But this boy done
who ain't
did.
down for they niggas?
Fuck them other niggas, boy.
Did y'all come up with the hook too?
They had, huh?
Did you come up with the hook or was that C?
No, that was
Murder?
all C.
Shout out to C.
I just did the beat. Everything was
Fuck
him.
them other niggas.
Snoop haven't heard it yet
Because of that.
because we did the symphony record.
Can you hold it?
Snoop didn't even know. Snoop didn't even know I was bringing his record up. No, he did know because I called him after me and C recorded it in Magic, right? So I
Can you
called
hold the
Snoop.
mic a little bit closer to your mouth?
I called Snoop. I'm like, Snoop, what's up, nephew? I say, nigga,
That's great, Snoop.
Right.
I'm about to have the hardest song on your album. He was like, I don't know about that, nephew. Dre gave me some banging ass shit. I say,
Fuck Dre.
no, I say, Snoop, I didn't say I was gonna have the most bangingest shit on your album.
Right.
I said I'm gonna have the hardest shit on your album.
That's facts.
That shit still.
So we got up there, right?
Dudes are so humble, bro.
So we got up there and we did the symphony record first.
That's the remake of the G-Rap Molly Marr.
Right.
So
So after we did that, I was like, Snoop, I got this other one I was telling you about. So Snoop was like, well, nephew, let's go and do that bitch tomorrow. So when he said that, I knew he was ready to go.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, let me put it on tape for you. So I put the tapes in the machine, threw the faders up on the board.
Yeah.
Zun, 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 zun.
What?
Zun, 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 zun. That bitch dropped.
I'm finna fight somebody right now.
Nigga.
Boy, listen, man.
Here, I'm gonna fight him.
Them niggas went to crip walking in that bitch.
Ooh,
They told
you
Snoop-
activated the
That's it.
Crips?
That's it.
What
That's
key?
it, bro.
They
What's the
told-
Crip key? Tell us the key to activate
No,
Crips. So we
that's like Megatron coming in. Wah, 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 wah. Bro, that's crazy.
Snoop hit the niggas that was running with him stood in front of the door coming in the studio. Said, nah, nigga, you about to do this now.
He made Snoop do it right then.
Yeah, Snoop did.
Shout out to that dude.
Shout out to the
Fuck
Super
them
Crip
other
that made
niggas.
Snoop do something.
I know.
It
There was
take
a couple
Super
of them,
Crip.
though. There was
Yeah.
a couple of them.
No, this a banger, cuz.
Hey, cuz, do this tonight, cuz.
Come on, cuz.
And there
Come
was,
on,
I
cuz.
think it was that song and confirmed yes or no, but that Snoop had a verse that because he was going through his things with Suge
Oh,
Knight,
yeah.
he was about
The
to
verse
express
that's-
himself.
Right, the
Right.
verse that originally was supposed to be on there, we had to take it off.
It was too crazy.
It was that bad.
What he say? Tell us something he said that
Come
you
on.
can't tell us.
Statue of limitations.
We trying to make the shade room, goddamn it. Let's
Can't
go
even
on.
see no more, bro. You can't even see no more, bro.
Bruh,
I want to be on Black Babel.
I want to be on Black
But
Babel.
the thing was that for him to have the song that he did on my album, Clear It, you know, he didn't want it out because him and Suge had made up.
Right. That's
So
good.
you
Snoop
know-
is a man, man.
He was like,
Yeah,
fuck it.
Snoop
you know
is a
what I'm
real
saying?
businessman.
Snoop taught the hood to have feelings. If you
Yeah,
think
he
about it.
did. Because he came
For
with
real,
Snoop
bro.
Lion, bro. I started
When that
crying.
nigga came on TV and said, I'm innocent, and just started crying with that little ponytail, we was like, he ain't do that shit.
I'm innocent.
That nigga was fighting for his life. We was like, if y'all lock this nigga up, we gonna tear this some bitch apart.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you.
Niggas love Snoop. Old white women love Snoop Dogg, man. So he cleared your verse on your new project.
Yeah. He went in on that bitch, too.
Come on.
I was listening to it. I'm finna
With
fight.
Soldier Slim.
You know how many old
Snoop
niggas you
Dogg.
activating right
Damn,
now?
see, man. Come on, man. We got to play that at the end when this shit off.
Come on, man.
I
You got a
missed
new
it,
album out, bro. Like, how's it feel to be out here, still out here running around with these young boys? And,
Yes,
and it's a
sir.
lot of
Man.
stuff that you know that they do not know.
Well, let me tell you, first of all, with that album, y'all go cop that KLC album, KLC The Drum Major P1.
P1.
That bitch got some bangers on. Yeah, it's part one. I was going to do a third song release, but then I broke it down to 4 EPs with 8 songs. I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to just go 16, split it in half, part 1, part 2.
So there will
Man,
be
I
a
love that.
sequel.
I love that New Orleans accent so much.
Hey, bro. I just saw like, you know what I'm
Nigga,
saying?
I want some boudins and the beignet now.
But that motherfucker, man, I got some bangers on that. I got a song with Snoop Juvenile and Soldier Slim
Soulja
called "Hold It
Slim.
Down for Me."
You got a new unreleased Soldier Slim.
3. I
verse?
got another one with Soldier Slim and BG called "Break Bread."
Free BG,
Got
bro.
Mia X snapping on that thing.
Mia X still can rap, bro. Like, I don't understand. The people we grew up to still jamming. Goody Mob still
hell yeah.
Oh
jamming.
man, period.
Right
Oh, he
now,
got one with
T.I.
Dad-
still
him
jamming.
and Dad's got one called "Where Them Hoes At,"
Where them hoes at?
and me and Lil John got
Them
one on
hoes
that
at Bible
bitch.
study. Y'all niggas is 50.
Hold on, but y'all the real OGs of the twerk movement for real, because that bounce movement was
on,
like
man.
the
You got-
start of booty shaking. It was called booty shaking back in the
You
day.
normalize
No.
P pop.
In New Orleans, it was pussy popping.
Come on now.
Oh, well, correct me, OG. Well, goddamn, let me roll up and shut up.
It's pussy popping
Got a
music.
blunt.
Like I said before, twerk was just a clean edit for saying pussy pop. That's what it was. So yeah, man, that shit there. You got to watch them bros in New Orleans do that shit, bro. It's some
different.
unbelievable shit to
popping
see.
on the head
They need to
stand.
put it in the Olympics, nigga.
In the Olympics.
Working in the
P
Olympics,
popping Olympics.
up
I think
representing the U.S., Tamika Jackson.
Pop, 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 pop,
Out of
pop,
Magic
pop,
City.
pop, pop, pop.
We got
Shout out to all the niggas who caught your son twerking. It's gonna be all right.
Africa winning.
Yeah, Africa would kill that,
Landslide.
bro.
Africa would tear that shit apart.
So that's a connection, though. That's a connection back home, that type of music, bro. Because if you look at that shit now on TikTok and all that shit, what the Africans be doing, it be on that type
Tribal,
of
man.
rhythm.
It's tribal, man. You tap
Right.
into something with some of them keys and some of them samples that hit our core. Like when you said Swamp Nigga, I got instantly triggered to being on
I don't
Flint
even know
River
what that
Road
means,
arriving.
bro.
Huh?
What's a swamp, nigga?
I don't even know, but I just know. Boom, 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 boom. Like how did you start with your the bass line on there? Like what did you have a sample? Like how do your beats normally start?
Normally, it'll start with the drums, because that's what I do first. And then it depends on the vibe of the room.
Gotcha.
Because honestly, too, it really starts on how I feel before I get there.
Right.
Okay, oh shit.
Because it's like, with me, the way I feel that day is what's going to come out the studio that day. But when we did Swamp Nigga, it was just like, we was working on I think it was the TRU album. And I just had the drums running, you know what I'm saying? And then it eventually, it just funneling and fucking around with the keys and came across that. And, P, he'll jump on shit before it's even finished. Because it's like, with him, you got to capture that moment. When he ready to get in right then and there, you got to record him.
Now, did you ever see anybody writing for Master P, or did he learn his raps before he got there, or
He
did
didn't
everybody
write.
help?
He didn't write.
So Master P just
He
going
was
there and
Eazy-E.
talking.
He didn't write. He just went
Shut
when
up.
he felt it, he went straight to the boot.
So he did
just
Swamp
started
Nigga
talking
freestyle.
shit?
He did all his album freestyle.
What about Break 'Em Off something? That don't sound. I heard Pimp C
Just
wrote
the
some
Ice
of that.
Cream Man was goddamn freestyle, bro.
I heard Pimp C wrote
Yeah.
Break 'Em Off some verse. Is that true?
I wasn't there for that. Moby
Okay.
was there.
Moby.
Moby and Pimp C was there for that one. I missed that one. But
We not mad. I don't give a shit.
no.
It's a great verse.
But
Said we not mad.
that motherfucking
Young niggas be getting
that fucking
help.
kick though.
that pull a kick down, lay down on the floor. I want the cheese and the money. Everybody gotta go.
That's instant
Nigga.
suspension music for me, bro.
Thank
Like,
They go to
I
ISS.
never that's a moment that I learned a lot from Pimp that day, based on how to mix records. And just watching him record, just me standing behind the board and him in the booth, nigga.
hold on,
Pimp
please
C
take
really
us
can
back.
sing though, right?
Please
Like
take
people,
us
do
back
people
to
know that Pimp C can sing
And
for real?
produce.
They don't know that.
And
Come
produce
on,
and
man.
play
Like
the
gospel
instrument.
sing. You know
That's
what I'm
what
saying?
I'm-
What? Yes.
So him and CeeLo could have a sing off.
CeeLo is like a top 5 rapper to be, but I ain't gonna get into that. But both of them niggas are otherworldly to me. You know what I'm saying?
And when it
Pimp
comes to that singing and rapping, bro, Pimp C is one of the tops.
Pimp just didn't do it a lot. He didn't do it a lot, but if he needed something laid, he could do it himself.
Yeah.
But Pimp,
Diamonds up against that wood. Come on, man.
yeah, Pimp was an unselfish motherfucker, man. Like that's how I got on Kick though. You know what I'm saying? Because when I walked in, first thing he said, "KL, come do that drum shit you do, Nick."
Bro, that's how a nigga know a nigga, bro. Hey, bro, come do that drum shit, bro.
You know?
Yo, Ronnie, do that joke you always be doing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he could have, he
Right.
could have went on and did it himself. Because, Pimp did all UGK shit.
Yeah.
What?
He made all the beats.
You gotta think about it. There wasn't no producer.
Who
team
did Break 'em
behind
Off? You did Break 'em Off song?
Moby and Pimp C.
Man. Those are his. I like when Master P was with Pimp C. Like that was
Yeah,
a
they
good
had a
pocket to me.
relationship.
Like
Yeah.
I'm glad they Pimp and P they squashed
it
their
before.
shit.
Yeah.
now, why did Beats by the Pound leave No Limit and y'all became the Medicine Man? What happened?
Just based on fucking we just couldn't come to a conclusion behind just simple shit, my nigga. Like when he started playing basketball, that's when everything communication just got all fucked up.
I mean,
And it was like
that nigga start hooping, checks and shit. Goddamn, boy.
yeah, because it's like everything changed. Like he and we all had direct contact, but see when he started playing ball, his numbers changed. Then I had to talk to him, to talk to him, to talk to him.
Oh, yeah, I feel you.
And by the time I'm telling him, yeah, man, we need to re-up and order some shit.
Right.
And by the time it got to him, man, them niggas over here tripping.
Lost in translation.
Lost in translation.
And then he's sending word back from him to him to him to me.
And then this was
I'm
lost.
like, you just could have fucking called me.
Right.
That simple shit people miss a lot. You know
But
what I'm saying?
we
Nigga trying to
tried.
figure
We tried to get it straightened out, but it got in too deep. We had
And
to.
that was probably the hardest part for me watching that documentary that was on BET was
You
like
wasn't on it.
like how you tell a story, without Beats by the Pound. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the sound. Like that's half of your shit.
That's like Outkast without the Dungeon Family.
Or organized
Right.
noise.
Or organized
Yeah.
noise.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I meant.
It's
Right.
not happening.
yeah.
It's disrespectful.
Did they respect for cuz?
How'd you feel seeing that No Limit documentary? Or did they reach out to you? Or
No,
what?
no, they
You got
reached out.
unresolved stuff going on. What's up?
When that came to a point, it was like we still tried to work it out to be on it. But the thing about it was, I knew for a fact that they gonna edit this bitch.
Yeah.
You think Lil Romeo ain't went into that goddamn editing suite? You got me
Boy,
fucked
if you
up.
don't shut your ass
If you think Lil Romeo wasn't running that goddamn Adobe,
That nigga Runny is dumb. New frame Runny.
I knew they was gonna edit it. I just wanted to make sure, like, if y'all gonna do a doc, because what people gotta understand is here, bro. When you look at success,
Yeah.
people see it.
Mm.
But when you watching a documentary and reality shit, they're here for the dumb shit.
yeah,
Yeah, for the dumb
The
shit.
drama.
that's a shirt. But other than that,
They here for the
they
dumb
here for the dumb shit. It's
They
a
here for the
goddamn
dumb
shirt,
shit.
boy.
And so if we're gonna do this, because you cannot go back and remix a doc, be like, oh man, I forgot to say this. No. So it has to count when it's done.
Right.
You can't go back and be like, man, I forgot that part. Let's go back and no. So I just want to make sure that when we spoke as the Pound, they would have had a full understanding why we wasn't on there.
Will there be a KLC version or like a Beats by the Pound doc or movie or any type of piece of content so we can really know what's going
Hell
on?
yeah, we working on one.
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah, I need that.
Self-titled,
You gotta tell
Beats
that
by
story.
the Pound,
Come on,
with the
man.
soundtrack.
Come on, man.
Because it's like, all right, so you have, excuse me, I forget the brothers' names who were the sound behind Motown. You know what I'm
Funk
saying?
Brothers.
The
Funk
Funk
Brothers,
Brothers,
yeah.
thank you. And you always have the sound behind something or the production behind something. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
That's how you inspire the next generation.
come on, bro.
they
So
need to show
shout out
the
to
story.
.NET Digital, you know what I'm saying, behind the production. Key for
Yes.
behind the production, you know
Shout
what I'm
out to
saying?
Key. Shout out to
Those
God.
Craig
scenes.
Lane, you know what I mean? Contact
Yeah.
Atlanta behind the production, man. Like, we got to really, like, the production, man, like, it ain't the star.
Right.
It's the whole goddamn package, man. You know what I mean?
Hey,
And
were you out when they did? So they said on the documentary, Snoop was doing a show, and then they pulled up on him at the show like Suge Knight and them in LA. Was you out there? Did you have any? Did you ever get on the road with No Limit?
That was at the comedy show. They did
Oh
No
yeah,
Limit
the No
comedy.
Limit comedy.
they pulled up at the
I was
comedy
there,
show?
but I was on stage DJing.
Oh, okay.
Snoop was in the back, so I don't know what happened. All I remember is everybody just jetted off the stage. We ran to the back, and we ran to the back, all LAPD, SWAT, all in the back. Machine guns, drone, helicopters.
What?
Yeah, the helicopter back there.
Yeah.
Damn.
The only thing that I can remember was MC8
Shout
assume the position. They had to tell him nothing. He was like, fuck.
Ah, just like on TV. Oh
Bro,
my
when
God.
LA niggas see a helicopter, they
Condition,
know, bro.
yeah.
Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Cops and
The
copters.
doorway of coming out, it was already police cars all around it, just set up. And
Bro, they was waiting on y'all,
they
bro.
already in position.
There's no way they was not waiting on that shit.
Imagine
Right.
having the weed on you when weed wasn't legal like this. So
And you ain't got nothing but a 3.5.
I got a 3.5, but I need it tomorrow.
Because I think he was about to sign MC8.
What?
Yeah. He was in a couple of sessions with us. We because we was wrapping up one of these albums. We was basically wrapping up and we was about to start recording. But something happened that we had to leave the studio because he was shooting movies all over the place. So we were
Yeah.
from studio to studio, and I remember MC8 came in now. P brought him in the studio, and we were just talking. You know, we
So I got a question.
Man.
How was it your first time seeing Silk the Shocker rhyming offbeat? Did it?
I was going to say that shit in the
Did it
car,
like,
boy.
were y'all like, this shit hard, keep this shit? Like, how was it?
That
Did
is
you
a great
produce
question.
for
Because that's
Silk
the new
the
era now. It
Shocker?
seems like them his
I wanna
kids.
know.
It's a whole genre.
Bruh.
Of people that
Offbeat.
rap like Silk the Shocker. The kids don't know
No,
what the
that's a
fuck we
fact.
talking about.
Damn,
But
boy,
that's
you
Silk the
smart.
Shocker.
Let me tell
I
you
was in
something,
the
bro.
car
Let me
like
tell you
2
something
minutes.
about that, bro. It's like people don't understand. Like Silk was going in.
He was.
Listen,
Okay. All
listen.
He said, when I come in this motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? Silk
I be
go
seeing
in.
shit that ain't there. They be there, but I don't be seeing it.
Mama there, be there, see you there.
Hey, bro, that
see-
nigga
but
was
see,
speaking in Geechee, bro.
Right, but the thing about it, bro, like, see when that motherfucker, when I met Silk, when I first went there in like 94, December of 94 going to 95, Silk with that Bay Area flow too.
Yeah.
I wish he would stay with that.
Oh, you had a Bay Area flow?
Because they was
Yeah.
in Richmond, California at first.
Yeah.
It was out of Richmond, California.
In
the whole
high
Bay
school,
Area.
the kid, we was fucking with Silk the Shocker. Like Eric,
Right.
the older heads that love No Limit was
Silk is Kanye's favorite artist on No Limit.
Excuse
Wow. Fun fact.
That just
But hold
changed
on,
the whole
so-
thing.
Makes sense.
At no point during recording Silk was you like,
No,
this nigga is not on beat at all.
that's what he wanted to do.
All right.
That's what he wanted to do. I heard that shit.
What was the inspiration for Let Me Hit It?
Hey.
yeah. Great transition.
Self-explanatory. It was hilarious.
I think that came from Mystical because the beat, bum, bum, bum. I
Let me
ain't
hit
think niggas like see all of this shit. I never played that shit in the beat battle because I didn't know it was good.
Let Me Hit It. Nigga,
Bruh,
the
oh
whole
my
gym,
God.
the whole 7th
But
grade
anyway,
dance nigga doing this shit.
if I'm not mistaken,
Fat.
Mystical came
That
in
was
and
like
heard
12th
bum,
grade.
bum, 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 and he was like, man, that sound like something you'll be fucking. Or that sound like porn music.
You know, Mystical like them studs though. You know, he like them big studs.
I think that was a Mystical inspired record.
Let me hit it.
Let me hit it. Let me hit
It
it.
was jamming, boy. Boom, 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 boom.
I didn't like that beat.
What?
Cause I'm used to doing shit like them soldier beats and they'll just walk in on me making shit like that and
Who did I'm a Hoe with Master P and Ice Cube on that?
I think that came from
soundtrack?
Cube Camp.
Yeah, that was cute.
That was a hard track. What beats you didn't make that you wish you made?
What, on No Limit?
On No Limit,
Yeah.
the Smoke song. Mystical
Oh,
Smoke.
it's Mystical.
No, Mystical Smoke song. Puff, puff, blow it up.
Oh, yeah.
Light it, on it. What, you talking about like the flushing the weed in the hotel?
Yeah.
Yeah, nigga still smoke. That's on my 420 playlist. That's like how I start my 420 with that song right there.
Who produced that?
Odell made that one.
Yeah.
I remember one time-
O.D. Odell?
Yeah, Odell made that. I remember one time we was in the
shut your
studio.
Not the comedian, OD.
I just, hey, man, you never know.
Odell kind of put me in my place and kind of made me understand because, you know, Odell, he gets down with the motherfucking keys.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, you got to teach me how to do that shit. You're like, fuck no.
Exactly, just sunned him.
Well,
Right
it was
away.
like that's one of the perfect story rhymes.
Damn.
He tells a whole story, and the beat changes with the mood. Like
Right.
it starts out slow, it's open, and he letting them be smoking in the hotel. Somebody
Right.
knocking on the door. I'm trying to get rid of this shit. It's a whole story, and the nigga really told us how to hide the weed in the hotel. But like, why he ain't had no towel in the door anyway? Like.
Why he ain't had no towel at the door?
He said he had a wet towel, but they didn't have blunt powder back then. That's what it was.
Blunt powder
They
do
ain't no
be
blunt powder. That's what it
softening the
was.
smell.
But that,
And there was a nigga trying to smoke the whole time. I wanted to slap this nigga too at the end. Boy, if you don't take your...
Put the blunt down, bro.
This nigga flushed the
Because-
ounce,
but
and
listen.
it was a nigga talking about, what's up with the weed? Y'all got some weed? Nigga.
It's down the toilet.
Because if you see when he performed that song at concert, that song is his break to where the crowd gonna sing it for you.
Fast.
Yes.
Yeah.
And just seeing the fucking
He names every blunt that ever was made in the beginning of that bitch. Garcia Vegas,
yeah,
Chocolate
yeah.
Philly.
No, my favorite was when he was on a small song with Trick Daddy. And he asked Trick Daddy said, you want to smoke that? And he was like, no, you on that bump.
I don't smoke that. I smoke Chronic.
Yeah, I smoke Chronic. I don't know what Trick Daddy got in your blood.
Everybody know Trick that got a little cocaine in
Yeah,
his
he
weed.
said, I ain't know that.
Okay.
That's
You got
one
that
blunt
mid
I'm
and
not
cocaine,
hitting.
bro. You got that Tony Montana blunt,
They
bro.
recorded that in my house.
Wow.
That's
Trick
crazy.
Daddy.
That's hard.
That was the first time I had to open up every window in my house.
That
They
shit was
really-
smoked out.
That cocaine was stinking in that motherfucker.
I
Goddamn.
smelled that one
Man,
before.
put that cocaine joint out.
What was the first hit that you had outside of No Limit?
About it. That was the first
No,
song.
he's saying
Outside
outside.
of No Limit.
Oh,
About it
Move
was
Bitch.
crazy though.
Move, bitch.
Bitch.
And I heard that wasn't even Ludacris' original beat, right? You didn't make that for him, right?
I made that for DMX.
What?
Rest in peace, Earl Simmons.
You made Move Bitch for
Yeah, when
DMX?
Fiend signed with Rough Rider, I sent Fiend
Fiend
some
was
beats.
on Rough Rider?
For real quick when Bobby Brown was on.
Man, Bobby Brown was not on fucking Rough
I
Riders.
don't remember that at all.
I don't remember Fiend on Rough Riders.
He was.
He was
I
doing
remember Lil
A&R.
Scrappy on
Bobby
G
Brown was
Unit. It's
on
a
No,
lot
no,
of
no.
awkward acquisition.
Fiend signed with Rough Rider.
And Young Bird. You know Young Bird?
And,
Young Bird's on Rough Rider.
when he signed with Rough Rider, I sent some beats up there. And Jada picked the beat that I wanted. But by us not having the internet, we had to make changes and FedEx that shit and
Right.
back and forth. He was at the tail end of the album, but in the midst of that, they heard the Jada be like, man, you got to make some shit like this for X. And I made the Move Bitch beat.
You got a lot of band. You got a
That
lot of
got
band
energy
horns in
all
your
over it, bro.
No, but talk about how
Oh man.
Mystical ended up on it, and he was going to be on it originally, right?
Yeah, it was going to be originally for Mystical, but after the DMX, Mystical was the next in line to get it.
Right.
But the success that he had with Shake It Fast, Jive wanted to stay with it.
Yeah.
So Luda and Outkast and Luda was on tour. They came to New Orleans. Luda called me, get some beats to me. I'm down here. So we met up. I gave Luda some a CD with some beats. And he called me the next morning. Who this beat for? He played it. I'm like, it's open. And he's like, what I'm going to do is when we get off tour, I'm going to come by you and we going to record the bitch. Because we recorded that record in my house.
Wow.
Oh man, you got
So-
some legendary sessions
Come
in
on,
your
man.
house.
So
right.
we recorded the motherfucker, right? And Lil like, we need to get Mystical on this bitch.
So he was meant to be.
Shout out to niggas reaching back to like the camp that you got the beat from.
But-
That's a big deal.
Mystical is the reason why I-20 was on that record.
Wow.
Because Mystical and Luda was supposed to split the third verse. Mystical was being lazy and told Luda, nah, nigga, what you need to do if you're going to break an artist, you need to put one of your artists on this bitch.
That's
See,
smart.
that's smart.
That's smart.
I know Lil Fate was like, God damn, boy.
the whole time.
Boy,
I'm Memphis Bleak.
I'm with your ass every day, boy.
Bro, you told me I was Memphis Bleak, bro.
I was next.
I made one flight to New Orleans, goddamn. I got a little bitch in goddamn Shreveport. Y'all nigga, okay.
We bought the same shoes and you tripping.
But the funny
be
part
mad when
about
y'all
it though
match.
was
20.
when Luda got to
I-20
my
got in there, boy.
When Luda got to my house when we was gonna record, Luda pulled up at my crib, right? So He got out the car, he came in. I'm like, you ain't gonna invite your girl in a minute? He said, nah, I don't know them. They just gave me a ride from the airport.
Ludacris is G, boy. Come on now.
And you telling all these stories about your sessions in your home, and I just want to bring up that Big Boy. He's the owner of the Dungeon, and so he's announcing that it's going to be an Airbnb property. And do you think where your studio?
Wait. Where they first started?
Yes.
That house?
Yeah.
It's an Airbnb right now. It's
June
2 niggas shooting a
25th,
porn in
it's
that
gonna be the
bitch
first
now,
day.
tonight. There's a nigga shooting a flick
Yeah.
in that bitch right now.
It's gonna be $25 a night, and you can also get a Cadillac Escalade to pick you up from the airport.
$25?
Bro, that shit gonna have a wait
Bro,
list
that
for
shit
4
be
years.
for 4
Shit
years.
is
That gotta be for a
forever,
week at
nigga.
least.
You'll never
I would
book
never
that
stay in
shit.
Airbnb that got a commercial. It'd be niggas right outside. Here's the house, bro. Fucking take the picture, Todd.
Nigga,
But is your house where your
$25
studio
a
at?
night.
Is it available or is it still standing?
Hell no, that's why I
First
stay.
of all-
Shit, that's why I
Oh,
live
that's
at
still.
So you
Midwest.
still there right now?
Oh, to
They
this
said-
day still?
I'm
Hell
sleeping.
yeah. Wow.
I'm booking that shit for
Oh,
2
yeah, you got
weeks.
They're like my
$25
personal,
a
you know, that's
night.
that's my
We about to
crib,
move
you know
into the
what I'm
dungeon.
saying?
Like Zay
But
told me.
$25?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a promo thing, man.
It got to be for at least 2 days.
You got to put 9,000 down on this.
Yeah, you got
They ain't reading shit at the
$25 a
bottom.
night, but you got
$25 a night, but you
But it's
must
an Airbnb though?
give some.
Yeah.
June
You got to
25th
take
is
the
the first
vaccine
day.
and some more shit to get in that motherfucker, boy. They tripping.
Yeah. June 25th is the first date that it's gonna go.
You know,
on sale.
NUFACE got the first night over there. He's trying to let us know.
Right.
He's trying to let us know what a little kickback at. Y'all come over to the dungeon. I'm rolling one. I'm having a listening party.
Yeah,
We're gonna take the clay from the
And
basement.
yeah, and it's 20. Is that the new face rate? Or that's the motherfucker?
No,
I
I'm
tried
charging.
on the
No,
dungeon.
I'm charging triple.
I thought new face can get it for $25.
I was finna play
I need to go holler at Big Boy because I just need to go walk in that motherfucker. I need.
That's a legendary property.
You need
Hell
that on
yeah.
you, bro.
Cause they got a studio. The studio is still downstairs, so people can still record and make music
Man,
there.
for
shut
$25
your ass
a
up, bro.
night.
I am over there for a week.
Yeah, bro. I mean,
The whole
like,
We
week.
got an episode of More Than Culture that never will see the light of day because it was a dude doing hip hop tours of Atlanta, and he started
This was
getting
the
mad
stop.
at Big Boy because Big Boy had just brought the property. It was a couple years ago. He was like, "That nigga gonna goddamn buy the dungeon." We was like, "Yeah, he's supposed to buy the dungeon."
It's big boy.
What are you talking about? We was at that point. We all looked at each other like, "This ain't never coming out."
So wasn't Stank
This
on
house.
your Bobby Brown studio at first?
Originally.
Yep.
Originally?
Yep.
hmm That's the house.
That's when they got out the
We
crib.
still got Bobby Brown P in there.
That's what we found out. In the booth.
Some blood in that motherfucking everything. That nigga had nosebleeds galore.
Everybody pee in their studio, man. That's what people got to
Man,
know,
that
man.
shit
I'm saying?
booked
R.
up. You know how
Kelly,
many
Bobby Brown.
Asian people finna fly over here to goddamn stay in East Point? Hey, me Okinawa lady, goddamn, y'all niggas want some gang, goddamn. I'm cultured, nigga. I watch Karate Kid like 7 times, but y'all want some
stupid
gang. Y'all
ass.
straight. Anyway,
Is
KLC.
there any artists that was trying to get into the camp? I mean, not even like trying to be signed, but just get the production. Because I know when you hot, you hot. It don't matter what genre you in. Like
You know
pop
what I
tries
think wanted
jump
to come
into-
now?
Talk about it.
You know, I think really who wanted to come to No Limit? Pastor Troy.
He dissed them at first. Of course he wanted to go over there.
I really think.
Did he call
He
for
really
real?
called
was
the
the whole-
office, huh?
that was
He
the
really
whole-
called
the office.
studios, and Rappin' Forte picked up the phone.
Come on, man.
Was Rappin' Forte over there?
Yeah,
That's what made the skit even funnier.
yeah, that was him. Like P when he popped, he went back and got
All his West Coast folks.
like a lot of niggas that he was cool with, who was solid with him back there.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
JT the
Master P a
bigger
real
figure.
one. How was Master P's reaction when We Ready came out? Cause we were going crazy.
Crazy,
See,
crazy.
that I wasn't there when it came because at that time we left. Like when they came down for that concert, we wasn't with them.
Yeah. So what's the legend? The rumors.
Birthday Bash concert.
It was a birthday bash, and Pastor Troy was supposed to be performing, and Master P was on the show too, and he said
He
no.
called the show off, and then eventually Goody Mob and
Right.
CeeLo made the
That's what I
call
heard.
and said, "We got you."
Yeah, we was outside. We couldn't get in. We were just riding. Ludacris was outside too in the Akron, so I remember that. We couldn't get in that motherfucker, boy. That shit was the hottest
Made it
shit.
in. I made it in with the $10 tickets. You know, the first week birthday bash tickets, you can buy them for $10.79.
That's when you and your friends be arguing about who gonna go to Publix to get the tickets. Man, y'all got y'all money, goddamn.
I used to
If
buy
I'm not
them.
mistaken, I remember when we came down there. Did Luda used to work at the radio
Yeah,
station?
107, 97.5.
97.5. Hot
I can
97.5.
remember like going in the station and
Chris Love
seeing his
Lover.
face in there.
Yep,
Yeah.
with the afro.
Right.
Love and Poon Daddy. Shout out to Poon
Shout out
Daddy.
to Poon Daddy.
La La, DJ Nabs.
We had an episode
La
of
La La
Poon
La
Daddy.
Tina.
Yes. That's a Lala. She just got divorced. What's good?
Did they get the
Shoot your shot.
About the week, boy.
Shoot your shot. No Carmelo.
Like nobody crazy, like left field, like Whitney Houston didn't try to get a beat by the pound beat, or like
No. You know who came now?
If you shoot your shot at it like you.
Indiana Ari.
Hold on.
And
We probably
Indiana Ari came.
India Ari wanted a beat by the pound.
She came to the studio and performed the song that I think she won a Grammy for. She won an award for it.
Brown skin.
She was in there with the I'm Not the Average Girl in the video.
No,
Y'all
but
like,
she had
boo.
she had that same guitar there though.
That's
She
hard.
had that same
I've
guitar.
never. I watched her perform. I was like, God damn, she dope as fuck.
Right.
Did you ever sign any producers? Like, did you ever start your own production company? Or did you see any young, promising talent in New Orleans that needed a shot, and you was like, "Oh, I can help you," or like, what's the?
I didn't sign anybody. I tried to put them in position to win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, man, my whole thing, and I always speak about that. Like me and Sadiq, my operations manager, we always speak about the things about it's not just from New Orleans. They're gonna get the first shot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't discriminate. You know what I'm saying? Like if you fucking dope, you dope. I don't give a fuck.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? But I tried to pass game. I fell out with a lot of little independent labels, man, because they send their artists over there by me because, you know, I never sold them no beats, but they'll pay me to mix their songs and shit. And while they up and down, while I'm up and down with the artists, you know, we just talking. I'm just shooting game at them and boom, boom. They go back to their CEO like blah, 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 blah. Before you know it, they ain't back over there.
Right, nigga. He told me to ask for my publishing.
Right, I was
shit.
about to say. So, what's publishing?
Right.
Right, man. You can't go back over there.
Hey, man, hell no. What the fuck you doing? Reading? Hell no,
shit,
bro. Get
KLC.
your ass out the booth, bro.
That publishing, man, like that, we don't get no fucking 401k. But I can tell you one thing. I know just on the strength of Down for My Niggas alone, I see 50 grand a year from that.
Hey,
Come on,
Tom,
man.
Just being played on radio.
Hey, that's just radio.
How about
Wait till the TikToks
when
pick up.
Bout It dropped? When did you know this was the Murderer's theme chord?
First of all, that Body record was a song for Mr. Servon, but it was another song that he had called
Mr.
Bucking Like a
Servon.
Winchester.
Okay, that would have been regional.
But
Damn, bucking like a Winchester,
yeah,
my boy.
it was served in full-blooded. But
Full-blooded.
when I first met P, he came and he needed a commercial cut for Wild Wayne at Q93. So it's just ironic when he came, I had to bow the beat up. He got in the booth, he ran like 60 seconds. Wild Wayne, you know, played it for his slot, and the bitch caught like, got hot. And they were like,
Boy.
man, we gonna take this back to the bed and make a full song out this bitch.
Oh,
Hold
it
on,
was
hold
a
on.
radio drop first
Hold on.
before
Yeah.
it was a song.
Bout It was a freaking
the
drop.
Yeah.
For 30
Call in
seconds?
at 9
It was
o'clock.
like, yeah, for like
bout it,
for
bout it.
Wild Wayne.
Oh my
Wild Wayne.
God.
Yeah.
Hell, you got the original?
I get that to P.
Damn, I
the
want to
thing
hear
about
that.
it
Hey,
was-
is it like call 1-800
Right.
285?
Here was the
Like,
call
what the fuck,
letters.
the fuck?
But the thing about it was, when he took it back to the Babe, that's when me and Moby kind of just got there. So he was dropping the TRU album, the first one when the dude was getting cut across the chest.
Mm-hmm.
And so by me and Moby just getting there, people was like, well, fuck it, y'all, let's just do a song with them two so they can have a song on the album. And Bout It was their record.
Bro, About It is the single most cause of Dickie suit sales. in the
I represent.
Southeast of the America.
That's
Yeah.
bro.
And
hilarious.
the real all-star of that song was Mia X
Mia X.
recorded
Yeah, shout out
really
to
two verses,
Mia
essentially.
X.
Like,
Oh
shit-
yeah, the track
on, what you
behind her,
mean?
she's naming out the hood. She's like saying,
Oh, yeah.
Like, if you
"Down
listen
south
to it, like, I-
she said
yeah.
some other shit on another
Yeah.
track on there, bro.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Like,
when I
not
knew
just
she
an
was
ad-lib,
bipolar,
she
bro.
recorded a
You know
whole
what I mean?
nother verse in the back of her.
Right.
Mia X don't get her
That's some
credit
new
in
shit
like
right
top
there.
MCs. Like,
Especially female, she's fucking over everything, my nigga.
yeah.
Mia X.
That was my favorite No Limit rapper at one point. Mia X was,
Let me tell you, I didn't see. Mia had the best studio sessions though.
come on,
She
man.
just
I bet it
come in
smelled
and
like, She
ripping.
probably had chicken and shit in
Mia
there,
cook,
all kind of cook.
you walking
She
in, you
cooked.
think you walking in a picnic, nigga.
Yes, I knew it. That's what I always dreamed of. I was like, nigga, I bet Mia X.
She had a
session.
spread. Mia had a spread.
Come on, dog.
She made sure that you didn't have to fucking leave that bitch. Nigga, you walk up in that fucking jambalaya, gumbo.
What? All that
chicken,
shit.
all of that shit.
been
Like
on
you
that
had a
shit.
motherfucking picnic.
She could have made you rap, huh?
Oh yeah, I would have definitely got on goddamn one
It
of
was
them.
like it was like that all the time. Our serve session was like this shit was like nigga. We was at a club at a bar.
Come on, man.
Like he just go up in there and just order all that shit. Nothing but alcohol in that hole.
You be like, bro, can I get some water in this bitch? God damn.
No, nigga, bow, bow.
Now,
Well-
being from New Orleans, is there an artist that you know of that you saw bigger, or you would like to blow up more and it didn't happen, or you know?
They have a lot of talent in that motherfucker, man. And it's just like they got this cat Paco. They got January Walker. They have this cat LG5. These like the ones just like right off the head that I know I'm working with.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But they have a lot of dope motherfuckers in that bitch though, bro. They have some artists in that hole.
What about the dudes who did the bunny hop?
They from Baton Rouge.
That's one of my favorite songs.
They from Baton Rouge or Lafayette. One of them.
Man, I like the remix and everything with the night court beat, all that shit. So, New Orleans. When did you see New Orleans culture like take over the globe? Did you know it was gonna penetrate like MTV? You know what I'm saying? Like,
when Pussy Poppin' music popped off, because when Pete came from, like if you listen to like Beats by the Pound, right,
Mm-hmm.
and you listen to Manny, it's like you would have to be from New Orleans to know, like we two different
Put your mic closer.
We two producers
Mm-hmm.
from the same spot, right?
Right.
But we don't sound alike. But when About It is more like a West Coast sound.
It is. Weird.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
So
just
it was
screaming.
like when
I'm telling you.
when the sound is more of the bounce music more than what at least what Beats by the Pound was doing, because Manny produced a lot of that bounce shit too. That bounce shit that changed what it is.
Yeah.
Manny did a lot of that because
Yeah,
Cash
yeah.
Money was a bounce label before
right.
they became who they are now.
So are they famous
Oh,
for like
shit.
putting the Trigger Man beat under everything, or like
Everybody is famous for putting-
everybody's putting Trigger Man beat?
That
under
is
the
bounce. That is bounce. Trigger Man and Brown's beat.
Mm.
Them two beats there, you put the motherfuckers together, they don't give a fuck what you put on that bitch. As long as they hit.
How you feel about
It's
like
like
artists
Jamaican
like Drake,
music, bro.
Drake and them like using that sound, and how do you feel about Kanye sampling you, like just jacking the horns from fuck them other niggas? On,
Now when Kanye sampled down for my niggas, I remember I was in I think I was I in New York or California, and my partner called me, man, Kanye sampled your shit. But you know what's so dope about the whole story is that I had to sign off for the clearance for him to use that bitch.
Fuck you talking about, bro?
That's
did
power.
you like wait an extra week or so? Like, please tell me you make them niggas
Like,
wait.
bro, Kanye just emailed me, my nigga.
Order
You
some
know what I'm
food.
saying?
We're gonna think about it.
Come on, man. That's crazy.
Nah. Because the thing about it was, I didn't find out about it until it came out. It was out already when I found out about it, because he just put that bitch out with no labels or nothing on it at all.
Damn.
So
That's how they
that's
do.
why like it got to the point to where like whatever somebody was gonna throw at him, you know, he couldn't do nothing but, you know, that's what the fuck it was gonna be.
Right.
Because he put it out without getting shit cleared.
Wow.
Facts. Deal with that shit later. If it's a hit, it's
He
a hit.
dealing with it now. That motherfucker.
Right. But the bounce music, like when bounce like the Drake record, it's like, man, I felt good about the shit.
Yeah.
But the people at home, meaning the not the artists, but the people, man, motherfucker taking our shit.
yeah,
He's bringing it to the world.
Right, but see, that's from us being in the industry or being within this. The average person don't understand about publishing. Like,
yeah.
you know, it's like
Yeah, he feeding a lot of communities.
Right.
Please
Yeah.
sample. Please sample some more.
Please, some more sample.
that's
Beats by
what
the
you
Pound.
want.
Right.
That's what you want.
Can I just tell you from Atlanta, nigga, we appreciate New Orleans because that be the only
Yeah.
trip a nigga take from Atlanta sometime to go see the Falcons down there. And like the culture, niggas like to eat. Like
Man,
y'all
let me tell you
eat and
something.
talk shit just
New
like
Orleans-
us.
New Orleans and Atlanta love each other until football season.
Until the
Yes.
fucking
Until-
football.
Shout out to
gets
Rude
kicked.
Jude, Shawty Feel Good, Rob Kazi, all the comedians in
Mike.
Louisiana, man.
Mario the comic.
Mario P, that's my dog. Mario the comic is
Oh
funny.
yeah,
Comedy
Joe
gold.
Brady. All
Shout out
them,
to Brady,
like,
man. So you fuck with the comedians in your
Oh, yes,
in your area?
indeed. Yes, indeed. No doubt.
What
Like,
did
them
y'all watch any
motherfuckers-
comedy in the studio?
Nah. Filming some of them No Limit movies and watching it just on the scene and some of that shit. Like when Tiny, when they did the I got the hook up.
Tiny Zeus
Yeah,
Lester.
rest in peace.
Tiny
Rest in
Zeus
peace.
Lester.
Just watching him, you know what I'm saying? From
Work.
just me watching this motherfucker on Friday.
And Ezel.
Right.
Ezel.
Al.
what was his
That's
name?
a funny motherfucker.
Yeah.
AJ Johnson.
I mean, like
AJ
he
Johnson.
funny, just regular conversation without
Yes.
even cracking a joke.
For sure. Yeah, that's crazy.
Had Ta Licious and Noriega's video.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Man, when they roll up that nigga neck in Players Club,
In the car.
bruh, I was like, that's hilarious.
Drove a little bit, right?
Hey man, stop playing. Come on, man. I'm gonna tell him. Just let me stop.
But that was some shit. Just man, it's just like see, when I had a chance to see, like when Pete started the sports agency, right? That nigga was the first to do a lot of shit.
He
had Ricky
was,
Williams
bro.
First, right? He had Ricky
Yeah,
Williams.
fucking Heisman Trophy winning. Nigga. I watch all them niggas, man. Like fucking Ronald, was it Ronald Test? Derek Anderson, a whole bunch of them is like I'm fans to see. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to watch these niggas in college. Like fuck.
That's
That
what's
nigga
up.
signed to no limit.
And what made it so good to me? Them niggas came up in there where the producers at. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
That was the whole thing about this. The
Locker
CD
room
era.
music, bro.
The CD era, my boy Vince is right over there. It's his
Vince,
birthday today.
what's
Shout
up,
out to
boy?
Vince.
Hey.
When he would get a CD or something, we would sit in this nigga car and he would sit in that bitch, open it up, read it. Oh, he produced this. Oh, this shit hard. Like we in there
Yeah.
going through. He had some tens in the back of a Geo Metro. It was two fat dudes in the Metro. We had
With
the
the
best
tens.
time. The shit was beating
With
all
the
the way. Nigga,
tens.
they Southside knew what was up. They felt our presence.
Fuck you talking
We
about?
was riding around college in a Metro, nigga. But if you was walking, it was a Bentley coupe.
It was a coupe.
Right.
de
It was a coupe.
I was on the 86 Lithonia.
You
Headed
know,
to Decatur.
Headed to the case.
some of the best studio sessions. Well, I'm not gonna say the best, but see when we did them fucking Soldier records,
Come on, man.
when you got all them niggas in the
Yeah,
room.
that murder,
Mac
murder.
Okay,
Fiend,
so that was a chant.
Posse cuts.
That was
boy.
the posse cut. That was like the
Bro.
song that
Posse, bring back the posse cut eras.
So did y'all like put the mic in the middle of the studio type shit, or there was
Hell
all
no.
these
Not
niggas
like at church,
crowded?
Reemo, when you-
them niggas like
No, nigga.
it was. P was always gonna be first. Well, whoever the artist was going to be first, but P did all of the hooks. Now, whoever finished their verses, that's how normally the order will go. But Mystical almost missed make us say, well, that shit was funny as fuck.
Wow.
Because he was on tour, he had a show. And when he came back, I did the beat, but Craig B recorded the session. So when Mystical came back, he heard the song, like, fuck that, man, I got to get on that. Come on, Craig B, let's go to the studio. Craig B like, nah, man, the song done, man. We finished that bitch. Before you know it, say, Pete, man, I want to get on this motherfucking record, man. Craig B don't want to record me.
He told on him. He won't let me on this song, bro.
And that explained the verse. That nigga did say,
Even with
the nigga didn't have his verse ready.
If you watch to make him say video, Mystical is the only one who was there by himself. Nobody was in his parts. Because the video was done and all of that shit.
Oh, that is true.
They made him
Wow.
go back and
He
reshoot.
came from off a concert run, and they left off because that whole set was in the airport. They built that.
Mm-hmm. That's the $1 million video era.
But right now, you can say,
Right.
I won't stop
Facts.
now, bitch. I won't stop.
Bruh.
True soldiers.
Yeah,
We
anytime
gon'
I seen a
ride.
Posse cut and I seen featuring Mystical.
Nah, nah,
I think I
nah,
went to
nah.
those first, like those cuts. It was always a Posse cut, a sad my homies died song,
Bruh.
and then the girl record, like
Right, but see-
homie thugs and love, thugs love. and
But
gangsta
that was P. That was always like his formula. Like he was
Yeah.
like, I don't give a fuck what y'all do with y'all album, but make sure I have my homie record because everybody got their partners and everybody love their mamas. So
mama
you gonna
song.
give me them two fucking songs.
Right.
Now the rest that's on y'all.
Come on, man.
Everybody love their
Hey,
homies
bro.
and their mamas, bro.
They won't let me do my
Hey,
homie record, man.
that Master P, I really miss my homies. Who that's y'all?
Man,
Yeah, that's
I used to
me and
hang
Moby.
with my boy.
I used to Playing with my boy.
Man, I miss my boy. Nigga jumped up and down.
Bro, look, let me tell you something, bro. My homeboy died in high school, bro.
Song.
My mama got there let me bump that shit outside the funeral loud as a bitch.
Man, you lying, man.
Bro, I swear to God, we rolling down Kelly Chapel, goddamn. And she, you know what I'm saying, she ain't had no dry light, but she used to mash the brakes real hard. So the goddamn Buick was goddamn.
Right. So,
Bro, that shit was
I
hard
miss
as a
my
bitch,
homies.
bro.
Did that come out before or after Gangsta League? Because them got to be the two.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, is
No, I think that
Heaven
happened
for a
after.
Gangster?
It was
Gangsta
after
League was
Gangsta Link.
first.
Gangsta Link was
League
first, yeah. Gangsta Link was almost
Remember,
middle school.
is it Heaven for a
Definitely.
Gangster? Gangster.
That was the first Beats by the Pound beat we did together.
Oh, shit.
History.
That was the very first song as Beats
Yeah,
by the
Heaven
Pound that
for-
we did together, all of us.
And it's history with the first beat you made and the last beat you made, isn't?
What's the last
What's
beat?
the first beat
NUFACE
you made
is
for
the
No
cheat
Limit
code,
and the
boy.
last?
The,
on, bro, this nigga-
Now the first beat that I did was Bout It, and the last beat that I did before I left was Down for My Niggas.
Look at that.
Hold on.
the-
What the
so-
fuck?
hold
Hold on.
on,
Slow
hold
down.
on,
Slow
hold
down.
on.
That's some
Bout it, bout it.
ends, boy.
You got
Please
damn
rewind
grand
about
opening,
it.
grand closing. So after Down for My Niggas, what happened? Like, was it just no communication? I got to get what I'm supposed to get. What?
But see, it's like after we did Down for My Niggas, right? Because that's when we was pretty much finished doing Fiend Street Life album.
Shout out to Fiend, bro. He
Shout
got a
out
new
to
album that's
Fiend.
jamming
Yeah.
right now.
Gotta pick that up.
You can keep him and Mac out the fucking studio. That's why they was on everything.
Facts.
You know, like me and Fiend got into it. Like when we did Street Life, I'm like, nigga, I don't want to give him this record. He ain't gonna pay me. But I just like, you know what? I gave it to Fiend. Like, you know what, man? Just whatever you do with it, I'm good. Just make sure you know
You good.
you straight.
You're a real nigga.
Now,
Yeah,
you know, did y'all know that y'all pissed the let off with that Hootie Hoo song?
I was pissed off behind who.
Okay, cool.
Bro, hold
How
on.
about-
Talk about the fucking Hootie
Talk
Hoo
about
song, cause
Hootie
bro,
Hoo.
to this day,
I
niggas
don't-
still believe it's P.
Listen, I don't like that record on No Limit. Just because I know where the hook come from. It's the record dope as fuck. As a matter of fact, I don't even play it in the beat battles. I refuse to play it here.
Respect
It's
that.
not a
Why?
res-
Just- thank you, brother.
Shit.
You know,
So
it's
you
It
like
like,
try
triggers
to,
me. It's like you know how in the drum line when that nigga say, "It's the tuba section, shout it." It's that kind of trick. It's like,
Facts. He's not from
So you
Atlanta.
ain't gonna try to Hootie Hoo cereal either, right?
yeah, he doubled down on it, didn't he?
Come on, new face.
He tried the
Your
rap
Honor,
snack, the rap
exhibit.
noodles. You know, he got the cereal and the noodles. He got
And he got
Hootie
some
Hoo-
ice cream.
Hootie Hoo cereal, Master P.
I know he had a
bowl of
cereal, but I
Hootie
didn't know
Hoos.
the name of it.
Yeah, Hootie Hoos.
So what's the
Bruh.
relationship now? Are y'all have
That
y'all
ain't right.
spoken or what? Is y'all mending it or what's happening now?
I don't know. It's behind me, you know. If I see P, man, we holler, we good. It's like,
Right,
I
right.
don't even
Sound
bring the
like y'all got a
motherfucking
hit.
past.
Hey man, tell that nigga to
Y'all
take the
had to fight. Y'all
sodium
got
out
to square
a
one
lot of
off.
that
You know,
shit, bro.
two men can still square off now. Y'all need to
Man, we ain't out motherfucking fit this.
I
bitch.
know, but y'all can sit in chairs and just slap each other. Sit in chairs. Sit in chairs and just slap each
Slap
other. Slap boxing.
Sitting slap box.
Sitting slap.
But,
I'm,
but look,
Right.
I'm trying to say the hood.
look, but we did like at No Limit, like we had a set of boxing gloves for niggas who had problems. Like nigga, if y'all okay, y'all handle that shit.
Who did
Not-
me and X
yeah.
beat down?
What you mean, like in the pistol whipping part?
No, in the
Hold on.
goddamn
Tell that
boxing
part,
gloves.
Whatever part she did. What she did.
What?
Me and X, she ain't
If
put
he
on the
X-
boxing gloves and knocked.
Well, nobody wants violence, man. No, man, let me tell you something. If you had an issue with Mia, you wasn't going to even be there.
Ooh.
She was like a star before y'all signed her, right? She was like
Hell yeah.
underground bounce.
You got Mystical, Fiend, Mac, Mia, all the motherfuckers was local stars
right,
on independent labels before they came to No Limit.
right.
Damn.
All of them, like Mystical,
I knew it. He ain't know it. I knew it.
Fiend, Mac, Servon,
Mr.
Full-blooded.
Servo, man.
Soldier Slim.
Rest in peace.
When I came, that's when all of that came.
Tidal wave.
What about
How did you feel like when Soldier Slim, like when he got there? Did you know did you think he was gonna take off too, just like everybody else? Or like
They knew he was going. Slim wasn't nothing to be fucked with in the city. Let me tell you something about Slim.
Talk your shit.
In the city of New Orleans, nothing as big as him. When it come down to rap, they got motherfuckers lyrically like you would do Wayne, Mystical, but when it come down to who run that shit in the city, it's him. If you have a problem with Slim, if you right or wrong, the city have a problem with you.
Shit.
And he started it as bounce music too, right?
Yeah, but see, back then, bounce was gangster shit.
Yeah.
Like, bounce was niggas was on the street corners that wanted to rap.
Monkey on that dick. Monkey on that dick.
Wow. So it was just like, we're going to do what we know how to do.
Bounce music, when it started in New Orleans, it was gangster shit. Like UNLV, Uptown niggas living violent.
UNLV.
Track him in the
I
river.
had DJ Jimmy. I had all that shit. We had it in Atlanta. I had a bootleg tape of DJ Jimmy, and my brother got caught for writing all the lyrics down to "Do It, Baby, Stick It," all that shit.
Oh yeah,
He had all the words written down, and my mom was like, "Where you get this from?" I was like, "This don't say." We was like in the 3rd grade, nigga. Like we had
You brought that shit with
written down,
crayon.
like, yeah, cuss words.
But that's about, man, bounce. Because you gotta understand, Mystical was the only nigga that didn't bounce. Remember one of his songs, I'm never gonna bounce, I'm never gonna bow. But see, Juvenile,
Yeah.
Soulja Slim, all of them started off as bounce artists, but they were saying some gangster street shit.
Right.
It wasn't like how it evolved into pussy popping, which gave birth to twerk. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's different like when that shit first started. But it was always Trigger Man in that bitch.
Yeah,
So
That's
how-
the only thing never changed.
I gotta ask you this because I know you didn't make this beat, but "Badass Yellow Boy" by UNLV, how big was that shit? Because I
tell
still
you something.
play that from time to time, like quarterly.
That beat is amazing.
UNLV alone, that group. They were the first one to do a song called About It.
Wow. So was people pissed off
What?
about it? About it came out?
Yeah, they had it,
That
but theirs
too,
was like
huh?
more up tempo. Like I'm from the third world, niggas, and we bout it. Like they were the first one to put "Bout It"
was a serious-
as a
Hey,
song.
man.
Gang.
Wow, they need another song.
Gotta get it.
But B came like,
On it.
"Here's your body."
Ooh.
There's two totally different records.
Yeah.
But UNLV did it first.
Damn.
Yeah.
And this artist recently celebrated a birthday, and then I was on your live with you and Fiend, and you kind of brought up his music. Can you talk a little bit about Tim Smooth and his legacy
Oh, man. I see Tim
and what he
Smooth,
represented for New
nigga.
Orleans?
You talking about this nigga talk? He'll talk the dirt and turn it to sand, nigga.
He was
how
on
his
Rap a
fucking
Lot.
talk was.
He was one of the early artists on Rap a Lot for
Really?
New Orleans. Yeah.
Yeah, he was local, but Tim Smooth was like Tim Smooth, MC Dot, like these niggas here. Yeah, Bust Down with Nasty Bitch.
That was a classic.
Great titles.
Right.
Yeah,
I want to Google them as soon as
you had
These are all t-shirts.
Dot from 3-9 had a song called Ask Them Hoes.
That's
You had
T-shirt, I'm telling you, bro.
and you had Tim Smooth he had a song called I Don't Give a Damn About Your Boyfriend.
Wow. That's
then.
Drake's whole MO.
Back then.
That's the whole mode,
That's
bro.
Drake. That's what OVO is. Don't give a damn about your boyfriend.
But nah, it's like back then, man, we had some motherfuckers like
But
This
New Orleans was
motherfucker right here.
dangerous.
yeah, it was the murder capital for a long
Somebody
time.
said on your album, y'all call it Murder Capital, we call it home.
Yeah, it was so used to that shit. Like,
You see, you record at your house all the time. You come to me. I'm not.
Right. I ain't pulling up
Yeah.
to the
The
patio.
hell yeah.
Your out of town ass with your.
But you know, Trip Hall, you look at the Mac, the Melf, and the Calio, right?
Come on.
The Magnolia, the Melphamine, and the Calio is like a triangle. Each one of them projects, if you feel like taking a walk, it's probably like a 10-minute walk from each one of them. Nigga. Then you had P from the Calio. Then you had fucking Juvenile, Soulja
Magnolia,
Slim,
Melf.
Turk from the Melf. I mean from the Magnolia.
Right.
Then you had Baby and BG from the 13th.
Valence and Magnolia.
So Yeah, so it was like, but the shit, they was all that close, my nigga. They was real close to where, like,
A 10-minute walk.
you look
that's
at,
crazy,
I mean, a walk. So just think how short of a
Right,
drive
Like
it
if
is.
you
Damn.
beefing with somebody, you can
Don't
see
you
it.
act-
One
hey,
street. This the
But I swear to
Clampets.
God, as soon as you clear the light, boy, I got to have your shit ready, my boy.
It took like for like Slim, by Slim being from the Magnolia, and because Slim and C Murder was real solid too. Like when he got there, like they the one that kept the beef out.
Right.
Cause Slim used to come off in the motherfucking Calio, hanging with C, and C used to go in the Magnolia, hanging with Slim.
That's what's up.
Hell yeah.
So they kind of kept the peace with that shit. That was so good about the city.
Bust down
with them.
nasty bitch.
You familiar with the album? Bust Down Nasty Bitch.
Those are all.
I used to draw that cover as a
Nigga,
kid.
let me
Those are
tell you
T-shirts that I wanted that my mom wouldn't accept.
If you get a chance to hear that
in my
record,
laundry.
Nasty bitch. Don't
then
be
Luke
coming at
Skywalker
me
signed
talking that shit. Yep.
Damn.
Ice
that's
Mike
hard.
and Toomp was on that production credit. For that.
yeah.
Wow.
Y'all are responsible for a lot of the culture that we have in the U.S. Like New Orleans is deep in the southern culture of
deep-root.
everything. Like, how do you feel about it? Like, it seems. I don't know if y'all, because I know y'all don't get y'all credit. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm just starting to see how people appreciate the shit that I did 20 years ago, nigga.
Man, we damn sure do.
I'm
You got us
telling
out
you,
of
bro.
them. Niggas who was on punishment a lot, nigga, was.
Like
Okay.
honestly,
Break them off up and shit.
I promise you, my nigga, I didn't know like other than like one of the only the two songs that really got back to me like nigga, these motherfuckers was bottling down for my niggas. Like everything else, I'm kind of just finding out. You know what I'm saying? And then I found out Body was a hit when we did a show in Cleveland. Cleveland was my introduction to where my nigga know my shit outside of where I'm from. I couldn't believe that shit.
What year was this?
Like 95.
Wow.
Like 95. I was like, God damn, we went somewhere. We went to Cleveland and we did a show out there. And P wasn't even the headliner. They're like, who was it? It was
95 was it Souls of Mischief?
Poor righteous
Dayton
teachers.
Family, right?
I was
Dayton
gonna
family.
say
Das
it was
effects.
somebody.
Lou Raw.
I
I'm
think
thinking
it
from
was,
who from Ohio. Bone was out.
No.
Green Cash.
No, it wasn't. I think it was Too Short Need 40.
Too short. Okay,
Too
got it.
short,
That makes
that
sense.
sounds Ooh, too short in
Who's
94 is
I
going
think It was
crazy.
Too Short
What's
Need
this thing?
40.
Ah,
But
it's
P
going
was
crazy.
like the opening act.
Yeah, Pete tells a
That
story
nigga
about
did
opening for
Bout It.
Tupac.
Nigga, I was like, God damn. And
Did
like,
you see it from the first chord? Did they lose
Soon
it
as
on
it came on, whoo, they went off. But see, when Mia came out, it was over.
It was a different fucking
Wow.
elevation.
And so she the first like female to have it like the girls went crazy. Did you see the females doing the verse?
Man, let me tell you something. Mia came on and niggas know I'm about it. All them hoes hands went up.
Yeah, real
Niggas.
guns out.
Yeah, I think
95.
Mia X she had that chemistry on lock with the crowd participation with the women, and then the next one probably was Diamond. I come in the
Right.
club shaking my dreads like that. Those reactions I kind of consider
Right.
the same, like as far as women.
See, the thing about Mia though, Mia would do her part and fall back. She just don't be.
She really
don't stay on
did.
stage.
Right.
She do her shit.
Because she knew.
And she just fall back. So every time
Diva
she
shit.
came up and did her part, it was like they saw her for the first time.
It's the real
That's
mama
hard,
Mia,
man.
bruh.
Grace, man. Women, man. Queens. You know what I'm saying?
What you
First
said.
lady of the tank.
You know what I mean?
Mia getting that motherfucking boot, and she always sat on the floor and write.
Wow.
She sit in that motherfucking corner, cross her leg, get her pad, and be rocking.
And
What
she
was-
grew up with her grandma, bro. That's that grandma. That's that old
That's
spirit,
dope,
bro.
though,
It's
like-
goddamn, I'm in it.
Who smoked the most weed at the No Limit Camp? But I know Snoop. Besides Snoop, because I know you said that y'all smoking. You know that's the culture now of studios. But
I know
how-
Slim went hard with that weed. Slim was a motherfucker smoking, nigga.
Soldier Slim.
Shout out to Soulja
Fiend went in. Fiend was hard with that shit too.
Yeah, Sleepy Eye Jones.
Cause y'all had the good weed early. Like New Orleans had the good weed first.
But they called it Doja. I was
Right.
scared.
I want to smoke some
I was
Doja.
scared of
Yeah.
Doja.
Is that really where it came from?
That's Duke Master P, Doja. That's what the word.
I heard
came
them
from.
and Bone Thugs.
That's where the
say.
name come from. I
that's
don't know what it is.
crazy.
You know, he called it
That was
that.
better than the shit that you had. It's like, I want some Doja. Because it ain't this.
This ain't
Right.
Doja.
This is not Doja.
Because back in the day, all it was just weed.
Zimbro's got Doja.
Yeah.
Shout out to Zim.
What was
bro.
the first big thing you bought besides equipment when you got like a really big check? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like something you brought for yourself, like some silly shit.
I paid my mama house off, nigga. When I started seeing money, I gave my mama my checkbook.
Come on, smartest shit
Real
ever,
shit.
bro.
Come on, responsible.
Come on, bro.
I know, right?
Smartest shit ever, bro.
Black
Because you
Twitter's
gotta
gonna
understand,
love
like
this.
my mama house, the studio was in the basement. That's where we recorded all of that, like Bowed It in the first TRU album.
So her
We recorded
electric bill was
there.
crazy. She was still
Yeah,
taking
so
care
like-
of
So NUFACE trying to put your mama house on Airbnb.
We say he still live there. I'm like,
Bruh. I remember, bro, trying to have some niggas recording in the basement of my goddamn house, bro. That shit, the electric bill got up to
Do you know I would
$800.
go get a dog? I would get a
Nigga.
Them
grill.
niggas never came out, bro. I was mad as a
Look,
bitch, bro.
never came
never
out.
dropped.
They paid $500 for
Right,
the
the
session.
trip part about it was like the studio where I had the studio. It was my grandmother's room right above it.
Oh, she was
So when
hearing
they
all
used
the
to be up in there
vibes.
writing, I mean, when they used to be up in there rapping, Craig, y'all down there fighting?
That's how she know if it's good. Yeah,
Right,
he
and
got
it's
right,
like,
right,
right.
some shit coming out there. He got some shit dropping now.
The trip part about it was like they had the air duct vent, right? Because we didn't have like that in the basement, so we fucked around and cut a hole so that we could get some heat in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because it used to be freezing in that bitch. And she'd be she'd have like a little. She got so used to it, she had like a little broomstick on the side of her bed. Every time it get out of hand,
Boom, boom, boom.
come on, man, y'all gotta calm that shit down, man. Y'all fucking too loud, this bitch.
It's like
You had to
recording.
tell Master P to keep the down.
That's
Nigga, my
recording
grandma
Zay.
used
That's
to-
Gucci and Zaytoven, bro. It's like,
Grandma
hey, bro,
sleep,
chill
nigga,
out, bro.
stop.
You know what
Y'all
I'm saying?
cussing so loud in here.
and you may have a record because tell the guys about, I guess, maybe the youngest producer credits because you had somebody help you with making one of your beats and your family.
Oh, my daughter?
What?
Yeah, she did the drums on About It.
You have a horrible way of surprising somebody. Tell them about. I'm just fucking. This is
Your daughter did the drums
I'm just
on
kidding.
About It.
wait a minute. No,
I
no, no.
danced
Hold
to
on,
that
hold
song so much.
on. Hold up. What, your
How
child-
old was she?
She was 2.
I am an infant. I love that
What?
song.
She actually
How
touched the
she-
pads.
How she did
Nah,
that?
because I used to like when I was in the basement recording, I always have like
Good
my
question.
keyboards here, right?
Okay.
And my drum machine used to be on this side. So I had it in record mode while the beat was just looping, just the string parts. Cause she used to always see me up in there hit on the pads and shit. So,
yeah.
my back was turned. She came down and she just started slapping the pads. So I turned around. Get upstairs. Both
Right.
came down as I'm coming, all I hear is, ka-dum, ka-ka, ka-dum, ka-ka, ka-dum. I'm like, oh, fuck. That's the drum to that bitch.
Damn. She was behind you to my playback.
Because I know what I did.
Shit hard, boy. You keep that.
I was in the stomach hearing
point.
this shit.
Yeah.
My
Track them. Drop
Right.
them down.
But the thing about it was, when she got older and understand what publishing was, she was like, Daddy, if I did the drums, why I ain't get paid?
Oh, where my check at?
Yeah, with my ass cap and all them.
You know what
I
I'm
was
saying?
watching a lot of docs
Well,
now.
You know how much cereal I bought?
He
for
like, I'm
your
trying to
ass?
get mine,
I'll be
shit.
petty.
When
I'll
I
be
get mine, I
say
get
stupid
yours.
shit. Right.
Yeah, but it was like, man, it was just, I never told her though, but
That's hard.
she found out through interviews.
That's what's up, man.
Wow, that was a horrible way to communicate with your child.
And then how can you say you're sorry after you spanked her and came back down like, that's what the fuck I was
She was
looking
2,
for.
man. You
That's
supposed to
the
be
fuck
like,
I
I
was
wish my
looking
daddy would spank me into greatness, nigga.
Hey, but look
Spank
though,
me
Joe
into
Jackson.
greatness.
Joe Jackson slapped the shit out the son who had the guitar
To create great.
to create the goddamn.
But I'm sure he was
Jackson
like, girl,
5.
get out of here, pop. And she like, you know what I'm saying? But she just made the drum beat for the gang induction ceremony. Like, do you understand?
2-year-old.
At the gang, when they cross in the crib of blood that night, when they cross the burning sands,
The
they play
burning
about
sands.
it. Yeah, and then when you get your dicky suit, when you pledge crip of blood
Get a
or
dicky
vice
suit.
whatever,
Get your dicky
whatever
suit.
you
Put your
pledge,
name on it.
With the
get your
name
dicky
on it,
suit
But the
and
thing
your black
about it,
ones.
I never thought about that shit. You
Come on,
you bring
man.
that shit like,
It's a big song.
No, it is,
It
bro.
is a big, like to our
I
childhood.
got baptized to that song.
When you hit it, That's when you know to get the fuck out the club after you done heard it for like when you hear that burn. All right, I'm finna get Mama, you come get me on my side.
I saw it like for, but it's like when I really got a first whiff, because Down for My Niggas didn't hit me till like a couple years after it came out, because nigga, I don't go nowhere, my nigga. I stay inside, do beats all day. You know,
Got to put
but
out
when it got to the
26
point to where
albums a year.
when it got to the point to where like the older Down for My Niggas got, the more popular it started getting. Like,
Right.
Colleges.
Fact.
nigga was rocking with it, but it seemed like the older it got in time, the bigger. That's when I'm starting to say, God damn, I'm at a basketball game. Like, man, they playing Down for My Niggas. And they always play Down for My Niggas and move bitch right behind each other.
Right.
You can get an honorary doctorate from Spelman today because you made that shit. You can get a doctorate. HBCUs, that's our shit. Like HBCUs, Black Greek fraternities, you know,
Bro,
sororities.
like, and then
The
big
culture
basketball
is the
games.
soundtrack.
Battle of the bands come back.
They play Move Bitch at every
game.
football game
Facts.
period ever played.
And that's the song where like certain
Look at
white
his face.
kids
He
be
know,
like,
he like, I'm straight as
They
hell.
play that shit every Sunday in every NFL stadium. That shit get
Period.
played.
So did you get all your credit for that beat?
Oh yeah, I got
Okay,
straight
got it.
with
Because
that.
we want you to have
What
some
was
of
the
your
first
money.
beat you made post No Limit? Like after, out of No Limit camp? Was
I
that?
think it was moved. What came out? Urban Legend or Word of Mouth?
Oh yeah, you did the joint with
Yeah,
T.I.
you did
Urban
the
Legend?
BG and the T.I. song.
That what it do, my nigga?
what it do?
I was listening to that today. Yep.
Oh,
That was a mystical beat.
yeah, I heard.
Got
I heard
that
it.
one.
T.I. somehow T.I. got the beat right, and he had called me like, "What's up, man? Kel, what's that? I'm out. I got to get something from you. What's up with this beat?" I'm like, "God damn, man, fuck." I'm like, "That's mystical beat." But at that time, that's when Mystical was dealing with that shit when he went and did that bid.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
So
Get off them studs.
I'm like, fuck. I'm like, he was like, well, make me some, right? And it's just ironically that Mystical had to go to court, and they kept him. Then he called me back, like,
That's fucked up.
he called me back and was like, man, you got something for me? I'm like, yeah, man, you just go and keep that one. He was like, they kept him. I'm like, yeah.
Shit. Man.
Bruh.
But T.I. was like, but how much though?
Right.
Hey, man, shout out
Has
to
it ever
T.I.
happened before? Like somebody big one, he's like, man, I mean, Soldier got it. Like Luther Vandross ain't never hit your phone and be like, bro, Soldier got it, bro. I can't even let it go. I can't even.
I remember.
Big Luther,
have,
Lil
you,
Luther.
have you ever heard that song that I did for Slim with the gunshot beats? There was a beat that I did for Soldier Slim that had nothing but gunshots in that bitch. Like the kick was a 12 gauge, the 9. I mean the
Hold on,
the
I think I know
snare.
what you're talking about, bro.
With 3-6 Mafia and all that.
Nah. The kick was a 12 gauge. The snare was a 9. The hi hats was 22s.
Oh, he know it.
Wow.
And the open hi hats that was the cock and the gun.
Ludacris had a beat kind of like that.
Jeez.
And I did that motherfucker with Slim. And before I gave it to Slim, I played that motherfucker for Jay-Z, right? Look, he said, nigga, I can't rap on that because if I do this record, every nigga right now beef with me gonna think I'm talking about him.
Right.
Wow. You do activate murders.
Musically. Through the music.
Oh,
He named
legend.
every gun. I would get scared. Like, oh my God, this nigga turned the streets on.
Bruh, everything was a higher level of caliber, bro. I see it. Or lesser level, actually.
But I didn't get a chance to experience all of that shit though. You know, like I said, motherfucker be naming records. I'm like, man, it was on that shit.
Wow. Is there anything you didn't get credit for that we should? Because you know the culture cousins, the culture Ricans, they like to go.
They gonna find.
the
They
wormhole
gonna
to
dig.
find everything that you ever did in life.
Google
but, you
beats
know,
by the pound.
right.
But I know that Down for My Niggas is probably one of the most copied beats. I hear that shit and a lot of niggas right like, God damn, they didn't just straight took my shit. But you can't sue them because you can't, as far as the drums, it's like you can't copyright drums because it doesn't have a melody.
Man, that's the most backward shit
That's some
ever,
bullshit.
bruh.
Right.
You can't copyright a dance.
So I
So
could
James
program a
Brown
beat.
drummer ain't gonna get none of that
Now, I
shit.
could program a beat. Now, if you sample it off the actual record, it's different.
Yeah, they get
okay.
that, but that's the argument though. Like a cadence ain't yours. It ain't yours.
Right. So I could program the kick and snare the same way, and even the hi hats. But all I have to do is just change one of the sounds into like add a little something that's not in there to it, and
It's different. It
it's
changed.
different.
Wow.
The level of thievery that's out now, does it astonish you or just piss you off or just does it make you want to be more original?
Nah, it's like this here. I always look at it from a point to where like I just wish like these. I always try to tell these young cats that do what you do now. But I'm saying if you were to sit up here and learn how shit was done then, and add that what you do now to that shit. Because the reason why shit is so kind of monotonous right now because everybody is using the same sounds.
They are,
Come
bro.
on. Come on. They are.
Bro, what plugin you got? Boy, I give you $50.
It's all the same Logic and Fruity Loop packages.
Shut up,
They
bro.
swapping beat packs. It's the same shit.
It's the same
Right.
shit.
And the thing about it is like just as a producer, like if you gave somebody a different snare from the trap snare, it'll fuck them up because you can't program it the same way because it's not gonna sound right.
They don't know how to get up in there.
It's not gonna sound right. So, and right now everybody's on a wave of whatever's popping, that's what I want. You remember back in the G, like if you sounded like a nigga, you had a problem with
Lame
you.
was
shit.
whack,
Super
bro.
lame. Super
Yeah.
lame. Yeah, that's the fight. I hear Bink, all the time. Shout out to Bink. He's one of the most
Shout out to
copied
Bink,
people.
man.
Oh yes,
Out
indeed.
in the whole that whole live instrumentation and the
When they name top producers and he not in that shit,
it's offensive.
very.
Because they talk about Blueprint, they talk all the way around his credits. They
Man,
talk about Just Blaze, they talk
about
about Kanye, but he's a third of that group.
I ain't gonna
You know what I'm
lie
saying?
to you, bro. You
He had one of
introduced
the
me to
most-
Bink,
On
bro.
Blueprint 1?
He had
Damn.
one. Man,
Go ahead.
now we go back to motherfucking when he did the was it the 1-900?
1-900 Hustler, yes.
Yeah.
He did, man, come on, bro. You, me, him, and her? Come on, bro.
That should be that
Gee,
that
you
gets
can
Rice
on.
camera
Ross
action.
do one
Yeah,
now.
him
Oh,
and Rick
man.
Ross, too. I love when him and
Santeria
Rick Ross get
Green.
in there.
Now see they should be like them two niggas there. It should be a Ross record from this point. To
Without-
Bink shouldn't have a beat or two on that bitch.
Or like let him touch the album at the least, because Nipsey was reaching out to Bink to kind of hear what he had going and play shit in the right way. Like it takes somebody with that ear and the experience to do. That's a tough job to sequence the album. Like we don't be known, we just skip around shit on playlists, but like those great albums that are
flow.
like you can play them bitches. That's a job. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And Bink is one of them niggas to where like before I knew who he was, I knew who he was through his beat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because like even like with us, like people is really just starting to they knew Beats by the Pound of name, but like it been times to where me and Mystical at because I DJ for him, we'll be at the radio station, they'd be like, man, will you ever hook back up with KLC and Beats by the Pound? And I'm sitting right next to them.
Hell no. Like nigga, talking about him?
Right.
And that's how it be because like they knew
You didn't
the
come
name,
outside though.
Yo.
but they never saw us.
It's the versus era, right?
Mm-hmm.
Beats by the pound versus who has
Organized
the,
noise.
Who has the audacity to come?
Organized noise.
It would,
Beats
have,
by the
if
Pound.
it would have to be organized or 3-6.
Ooh, 3-6.
I still want to see a Cash Money versus No Limit.
But that's what everybody wanted.
That's
Everybody
the
wanted
fight.
Everybody
That's
wanna
the
see
fight we
that.
want to see. We don't
So
want to see
Manny
Logan
Fresh
Paul.
versus KLC, or like you know what I'm saying? Like
Me and Manny did one. Me and
Yeah,
Manny.
last
We was the
song.
first reason. We was the
Y'all
reason-
made it up.
Yeah. Me and Manny did this shit like fucking 7 years ago.
2014.
Shit.
It's a legendary battle, right? In Atlanta.
Yeah, we did. It was before them that we just did it. Like we went in this club called a Hangar in New Orleans. We're like fuck it because it started out that me, Mystical, Juvenile, and Manny was gonna do a House of Blues tour.
oh
But
wow.
for whatever happened, they were like, well, fuck it. We just gonna do Manny and KL in the Hangar, and it's just ironic that everybody came out. So
Hell yeah.
Manny ran the song, and out the fucking blue, Juvie grabbed the mic.
Oh, it's over with.
And it's a trip that Mia and Mystic was right there with me.
Ooh.
That's the show I want to see.
Fire.
I want to see that
So-
show right now. on
NUFACE
Triller.
was not there.
So the thing about it was
Face
like,
was in third grade.
so the thing about it was when Juvie grabbed the mic, so Mystic was like, oh, so y'all hitting niggas with garbage cans, huh? So
Y'all
Ran
start running
Rule
records.
bitch. Here I come.
And Mystical
Here I
came
go.
out of nowhere. Ooh, don't
And
stop,
fucking,
bitch. Ooh.
Hold on, just the bass line of Here I Go, bro. That shit is.
That's the only reason I want to play the tuba.
God.
Every black band has to know that song.
I gotta
Marching
give it up
band.
to goddamn Precise HD.
Oh, Sice, yeah.
Yeah, he was Big Boy Records, the label that Mystical was on before he came to No Limit.
Sice, yeah.
Like he did like all Mystical, that first album, and all of the stuff that came out on Big Boy. Sice is a beast. Like
Sice
man,
on the sound.
he put his feet in that bitch.
Boy.
It's like that motherfucker. That was serious, nigga.
And there was actually a moment when you had Birdman and Master P meet up at your house at one point, right?
Oh, as a matter of fact, that was when people doing Down South Hustlers. He reached out to Baby. They were about to start working together. And I think Baby was going to be on there, but I don't know what happened after that, though. But
Man, that's history.
You always leave the room when the legends fight. I like how you kick it, KLC.
I know, but see, the thing of how it happened,
Yeah.
as a matter of fact, it was P, Silk, and I think one of the P cousins. And then Baby came. This is how they all met. Baby came. It was Baby Skullduggery. And it was me, Maul the Six Shot, and Soldier Slim.
When's called Duggery on No Limit?
Yeah, he made a, where you from, motherfucker, where you from?
Yeah.
And we was in that motherfucker, and they all in that business freestyling off About It. The beat.
Wow. Was Lil Wayne there? Was he a baby?
No, Wayne wasn't there.
Was he a
Lil
baby?
Wayne was there.
Was he a
And
baby?
it's like after
Boy,
that
you
moment,
stupid as hell.
I'll never forget. The fucking sun went down and Baby and P is at the foot of my mom and grandmother's driveway just talking.
Fucking black unity. We thought that was
It
going to
almost
end in
happened.
beef. It
almost
almost
Anybody
happened.
snap that picture? Like that's
Dog.
the one picture I need in my life.
Like them
bro.
two was at the foot of the driveway. They just running it. They just talking like them niggas was cool. I don't know what the fuck happened in between, but them niggas like. But there's some shit though. Like we was at one of the award shows and the motherfucker was like told Pete, man, fuck that nigga Baby, bye. And Pete was like, let me tell you something, nigga. Y'all don't know what's going on with him, but if I have a problem with Baby, that's on me and him. But I ain't gonna let no nigga outside of where I'm from talk about him.
That's a good way to keep it, though.
Yeah.
Keep the business in-house. Atlanta do that real well. There's a lot of rappers beefing that nobody will ever know about, but
Sheesh.
them niggas can't be in the same restaurant.
That's facts. That's facts.
But shit.
Is it that time, my brother?
Might be that time.
Yeah, I
Thank
think
you for
it
coming
is,
by, man. Legendary
No doubt.
KLC.
KLC in this
One time for
thing,
KLC,
bro.
one more time.
One more time.
Made all your best fight songs. Your cousin got his ass whooped to his beats.
Oh yeah. Hey, I want y'all, man, go cop that new album, man.
Yes,
KLC
sir.
The Drum Major P1. They got some shit on that motherfucker. Me and Manny got a song together.
What?
Me and LaJohn and Fiend got a song together. Snoop, Soldier Slim and Juvie got a song together. Soldier Slim and Daz from Dog Pond got a song together.
Hey.
John on there, right?
Yeah, LaJohn on one.
Y'all should have put everybody's sons on there, too, because they grown.
Yeah,
So hilarious.
Actually, the last song, shit, you and Manny Fresh.
yeah.
Come
That's-
on, man.
Like, it's some huge moments on here that I'm
Yeah.
Come
hoping
on. We
people-
might get this unity in the
You're
community.
gonna love that motherfucker. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
It's,
pick that up.
I think Manny Fresh need to do over at Versus, too, because I don't think he
Yeah, he
was.
need
Scott
to-
Storch,
he
I
need
ain't
to
like
redo
it. I
that
ain't
one.
like
Yeah.
Man, he when he talked, he made some valid points though. Like I even had some points. Like you look at like the DRE record, right? Now just say if Dr. Dre and Scott Storch go at it, who had the right to play that record?
They both gonna play it.
Right.
That's why Snoop
So he
did
was
it
a
play it.
session player, right? He didn't make the beat, right? Scott Storch,
He played the
just played the
part.
keys on the Still Dre. Yeah, so
He probably came up with the part though, but you know it's
Snoop didn't perform it in the verses because he was like, because Jay-Z wrote the hook. So, which makes,
Snoop keep it honorable though.
yeah, you know.
Jay-Z wrote.
Jay-Z wrote his verse on
Jay-Z
that
wrote the
too.
whole
too.
shit.
He wrote
Yeah,
the
he
whole-
wrote the whole shit front
Wrote
to back.
He been telling everybody this week.
Telling everybody this
He's
week.
been on the press,
We
brother.
like, damn, bro, what the fuck? We know.
I ain't realize he didn't
I like
perform
how
that
Snoop
record.
carry himself. He don't give a fuck, bro.
He
Thank you
said
for
them
helping
New York,
me
he
make
said
millions.
them New York niggas
Hey,
really got
man,
mad at
look,
me
you
for
did
doing
it.
that one.
Oh,
Come on, man. Thank you for helping me make some more millions, sir.
oh
Thank
yeah.
you, sir.
Thank you, KLC, for coming through.
Oh,
man.
no doubt, man.
You are welcome at the culture anytime. Anytime you got
Anytime.
that folder that you got of them beats you want to just give some creators to put under their content,
Come on, bro. Some beats.
it's a home for you here. We can't afford it.
Nah, we'll work it out.
No, for real.
Yes,
bro.
sir, man. Because
Thank you,
YouTube be
thank you.
flagging if you put anything on there that's, you know what I'm saying. You
Like
know how it goes.
Some movies or something with the score. Like,
Come on, man. You know.
KLC, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, Bink is ready too, man.
Write down all your plugs.
Yes, sir. I got you.
He
And
want
I,
to plug.
Hey, man.
Because,
Who got the 5 boudins and the beignets in New Orleans, though? Just before you go. Tell
that's
me.
not in New Orleans. That's like right outside of New Orleans.
What
like
about
in
the
New
beignets,
Orleans?
though?
Oh, the beignets?
Who got, where the 5
Oh, shit.
beignets at?
You gotta go to you gotta go get them from
It's like a donut, but like the
Man,
Lord
shout out
made
to
it.
Cafe Bourbon Street.
The Lord
They got 'em.
made it.
Cafe Du Monde.
Cafe
I saw them
Yeah,
on the
Dumont.
Treme. I watched the Treme
I
about
ain't
4
never
times.
got them stopped all the way
Them
through
motherfuckers
there.
is a mess to eat them, but them bitches good as
It's
fuck.
powder.
Yeah.
It's like a powder
It's like a
cake
powdered sugar.
donut, but it's flaky and soft. And you can hear I heard one
Yeah,
of
when
my.
a nigga say, ooh.
You can hear the ancestors saying.
It's the activation.
Ancestors will whisper the cash 3 in your ear if you listen hard.
Yeah.
Play these numbers, baby.
If you play the midday.
If you play the
Nah,
man,
man, that's what's up. I'm
50 cent straight box.
Straight box. I need fucking-
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk to the rest of the pound, and we're gonna have to do another one. All of us in this bitch.
We won't,
Facts.
especially shout out to
Come on,
Moby
man.
Dick, man.
Moby Dick, shout out
Your
to Moby
hooks,
Dick.
man, really made us think we can sing too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
What's that one? Somebody's watching me.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that one over?
Hey, you
Yeah,
made,
and
you made a
you
hood
get
nigga feel
motherfucking,
falsetto with it, you know what I'm saying?
Boy,
Somebody's
the TRU album alone, bro. That was just
And that,
hood.
that motherfucking that Cain and Abel, that motherfucking
Gangsta
Gangsta
You
Five.
don't wanna go on. Yeah.
Nah, man, I'm glad y'all was able
Hilarious.
to let me on this motherfucker, man.
man.
Hey,
You
man.
can do
Shout
it,
out to
bro.
NUFACE,
Shit.
man. Thank you for coming through in the clutch. Tyler Chronicles is writing for the BET Awards. Taraji P. Henson's personal writer. I ain't supposed to tell nobody, but just told y'all.
Exclusive.
That's
Me,
right.
me.
Just rap Wildin' Out season 16.
Wildin'
Shout out
Out.
to everybody who just rap.
And shout out to
All
the
our
Cube.
brothers.
The Cube with Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, he's right on the cube with Dwayne Wade, man.
All
Tyler
that shit,
Chronicles
man.
out there carrying that flag out
Working.
there.
What we saying is he's not coming back. No, I'm playing.
No. He'll be back. I got a contract on him.
I got a
Look, I got a piece of paperwork on him.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Nah, shout out to T Chronicles, man.
Yeah, man. So we like to end the shows with a segment we call Secret Genius Life Coach.
Yes,
Give
sir.
people some words of wisdom. Get through the week. Get to the next episode. I am Kamal, the Secret Genius. The words of the week are this: even when it definitely is, it still might be. A lot of times we get locked in on shit and we expect things to happen because they're supposed to happen, and then when they don't happen, we fucked up behind it. You got to prepare yourself for your plan to fail, because that is likely to happen in this thing we call life. That's all I got.
Is that about my career? What are you?
This is like, this is like a intervention. Like, niggas, it's like a wake up call.
I'm just kidding. I'm not a
That's
failure,
fine.
guys. I'm on the More Than Culture program. You hear me?
bro, nigga.
You hear me?
Like I
we going
said,
up.
thanks again, man, for having me, man.
Yes,
Hey
sir.
man, we independently black owned, man, and black operated. So y'all appreciate y'all
Legend,
black ass
bro.
people for listening this long.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Leave it out. KLC The Drum Major
Man, thank
P1.
you, brother.
Yes.
More
sir.
Than Culture is the brand. This is the More Than Culture show. Kamal, the Secret Genius, Reemo Rod, Tyler Chronicles, Ronnie Jordan, special guest host,
Hey.
NUFACE,
Hey,
special guest, KLC.
Your new name is NUFACE Britannica.
We are.
Botanica.